Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Tic tac, tic tac, tic tac, this is the sound that we are all hearing, and maybe like Pauline Perromagnan, goalkeeper of Juventus women, we don't want to hear it again because we want Memphis Depay to be already here in Torino to start playing with Juventus. Guys, the season starts officially today for Juventus women playing in Champions League because they want to do it like last year, qualifying to the group stages. Why is Pauline Perromagnan doing like that? Is it for Memphis Depay? Is it because she can't wait like you, like me, but also maybe like Allegri on Corriere dello Sport? We will speak about that in a second. Not only that, we will also speak about finally we have a decision. Who will be the young midfielder between Rovella, Fagioli and Miretti that will stay at Juventus in 2023? A decision has been taken and only one will stay. Guys, we have a lot of things to speak about again, about Adrien Rabiot that is blocking a bit the Mercato of Juve after you putting a maximum of like. Let's try to reach some records today with that video. After you subscribing to the channel, we start opening finally the Italian and international papers to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus. Corriere dello Sport is saying Allegri aspetta Depay. Allegri is waiting for Depay. Allegri is waiting like you. Allegri is waiting like me, and he's also waiting like Pauline Perromagnan. We are all waiting for Memphis Depay. Rabiot is blocking Paredes. Is it over? Game over for Leandro Paredes? We will discover that in the video as well. Fabrizio Romano earlier this morning, he was saying that Juventus has scheduled today again new contacts, a new meeting with the entourage of Memphis Depay, because at the moment there is still no full agreement, where some journalists were all reporting that a full agreement was already found with the player. We were just waiting for Barcelona to make a decision. At the moment, now it looks like they are still finalizing the last detail. Reported by Gianluca Di Marzio yesterday night, reported by Fabrizio Romano today, but also Franco Leonetti is reporting the same. So we have to admit that we were believing that everything was ready, and we were maybe even expecting Memphis to be in Torino. On Tuesday, we will have to wait a bit more. Will he arrive on time to play versus Sampdoria? Looks like we will have to wait a bit more, and maybe in the beginning of next week. Let's see if Depay will be on the squad list versus Sampdoria, or he will have to wait for the big game versus Roma. Let's see, because Barcelona is also busy with Aubameyang to Chelsea. Apparently, it looks like Aubameyang wants to go to Chelsea and not remain at Barcelona anymore. Will it be in contradiction with Depay leaving Barcelona? Fuming, crazy, hot days, but we know it and we repeat it. Mercato is crazy. Tutto Sport is speaking about Adrien Rabiot with a big title, Mamma Mia. How many times did we say on the channel Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia is an Italian expression where you are saying, oh my god, Mamma Mia, but it also means my mother. Why? We all know it. For the few people that were not aware of the face of Véronique Rabiot, I believe that now you all know Véronique Rabiot. Double page for her and her son in Tutto Sport Insight, where saying that Véronique said no to Manchester United and Juventus has to say goodbye to 20 million euro, even more that we were expecting in the beginning. 20 million was the agreement between Juve and Manchester United. It is what it is. We will not see that money. Adrien Rabiot will probably stay at Juve, even if Juventus communicated already to the player and to the mother that if they are able to find a team, it will be really appreciated by the management of Juventus. That makes also that we are waiting for other things, because Paredes, that could have joined Juventus really early, we will have to wait for him. A lot of people are saying without Arthur or Adrien Rabiot leaving Juventus, it is total game over for Paredes. Guys, we will have to go with that story until the 31st of August. Not only him, because the liquidity that we were expecting, these 20 million that we could have reinvested on some players on the market, saving some salary from Adrien Rabiot, we will not see them. So that means that every strategy will have to be changed, and that's also probably why we are still waiting for new arrivals at Juventus. New arrivals that Juventus really need. Even if we have a lot of players already and too many players in our team, we are waiting for new arrivals to reinforce that Juventus that needs to compete to win again the Campionato, il Scudetto. Matteo Moretto is saying, but attenzione guys, we have maybe a good news. For the lovers of Paredes, don't give up yet, because Juventus didn't give up yet. Why? Because Allegri really wants Paredes. He really wants him. He has put him at the top of his list for covering that regista role. So Juventus will try to do everything possible to make sure that the coach is happy, that he has the team without excuse to compete for that Scudetto. So we have to monitor that situation. Juve Canal was reporting that this decision has been made for the youngster, reported by Gazzetta dello Sport. We know that we have 3 young players that are waiting for a decision. Miretti, we have Fagioli, and we have Rovella. Apparently the order, the ranking of Allegri for the 3 youngsters is the one that we saw actually versus Sassuolo. Miretti on top, Fagioli second, and Rovella second, sorry, and Fagioli that didn't play is third in that priority list. Apparently the 2 last one will leave Juventus, with Rovella going to Monza, with Fagioli going back to Cremonese where he did an amazing Serie B last season. The only one that will remain at Juventus is probably the most talented one, but also the most young one. The one that Allegri has most trust in is Fabio Miretti. I'm curious to see and your opinion, to read your opinion on the comments. Is Allegri and Juventus doing the right choice with keeping only Miretti? The one that will probably not join is Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, that Manchester United made an official contact. They are proposing offering £42 million, around 47 million, 50 million plus add-ons, whatever, low number. So before people are starting to panic and insult management, you all know that 50 million was absolutely not the money that Lotito was asking to Juventus. He was asking a lot more. Will they close the deal or not? Apparently, our friend Mark Goldbridge is not really convinced about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, maybe showing his lack of knowledge about Serie A. Florian Plettenberg is also speaking about Weston McKennie, because after Juventus not being able to sell not Arthur and not Rabiot, apparently there were some rumors that Juventus wanted to sell some players between Zakaria and between Weston McKennie. Not the first one that should have left Juventus, but after the news of not being able to sell, someone has to leave, and the name of Weston McKennie was on the market. Apparently they are saying it is not true. He will not go to Manchester United, he will not go to another club, because he has a really great connection with Allegri and he should stay in 22-23. So for our American friends, be serene, be tranquillo. Be tranquillo. Weston McKennie will remain at Juve. Cannavaro! Do you remember Fabio Caressa saying Cannavaro in 2006? We all reminded that game versus Germany. Cannavaro lifting that World Cup versus France. We all remember, a legend of Italian football. But he's speaking too much. Even if I liked him when he was at Juve, the first experience, he starts to speak too much. Yesterday he was speaking about Paul Labil Pogba, and he was saying that he was not 100% convinced. He loved Pogba in the past, but the fact that he's changing his hair every single day, that he's taking care about his image, about him as a brand and so on, it looks like Pogba is thinking that he arrived already at the top and that he has nothing to prove anymore. The words of Fabio Cannavaro. Maybe Fabio Cannavaro has to go back in some videos and looking at Paul Pogba, that was probably even more extravagant when he was a young player, when he was at Juventus, when he was super young and had everything to prove. So Paul Pogba taking care of his image is something that he's doing since the youth. So please, Cannavaro, shut up and enjoy your Ballon d'Or that you deserve to win. Maybe no, I don't care. Gazzetta dello Sport, Vlahovic, Max ci penso io. Who will take care of Vlahovic now that Di Maria is injured? Apparently it is Massimiliano Allegri. At least that's what Gazzetta dello Sport is saying, and it will not be Nicolo Zaniolo. We were all waiting for him, especially our friend from Australia, Aussie fans, that is waiting every single day for Zaniolo. It looks like there will be a meeting to finally renew his contract with Roma. So if that happens, I think that we can say definitely goodbye to Nicolo. That will not be a Juve player. It is what it is, guys. I was waiting for him, but it is what it is. So who will take care of Vlahovic in the meanwhile that Di Maria is coming back? It is Kostic with his 17 assists last season, and also partially also Cuadrado with 7 assists last season, a lot less than 2 years before. Kostic will be really decisive to make sure that his big friend from Serbia, Vlahovic, is scoring. So we are waiting a big game from Kostic versus Sampdoria. Nicolo Schira is speaking about Napoli. I told you I wanted to finish with that news because Napoli is doing really crazy. They took Mercato is crazy literally, with the announcement already done by Simeone Simeone Giovanni, that will be their B striker, but they are also planning the medicals for Ndombele from Tottenham, and Raspadori is also a done deal. They are putting Fabian Ruiz out of the squad if he doesn't go to Paris Saint-Germain. So Napoli is seeing and thinking in big. When they saw probably my video, and you can go for the video here, click on the link for my prediction. When they saw that they were not in top 4, they decided to accelerate. Ragazzi, it is over for the video. A short video today, but a lot of news. I'm curious about your opinion about the youth players, about the words of Cannavaro, about Paredes and Depay. When will they arrive? Will they arrive? I'm curious about everything. Grazie, forza, Juve.